What did you do for fun?
Oh, go swimming in the irrigation ditch and well, play games, you know, play ball, whatever. And then we had a big pasture nearby. Go out there and play ball or run around. And the pasture was right next to city limits, so I remember barnstorming airplanes coming in there, landing in the pasture, and then putting up a sign, $5 a ride, anybody wants to fly, you know.
Were you active in any sports?
Oh, a little bit. When you work, you can't, it's hard to do after school activities, you know. I did play a little football. I played a lot of basketball and so forth with community organizations, you know. But not all the time like the kids are able to do now, because you had chores to do, you had work to do. Yeah.
Now, you obviously had a horse. Did the family have a car in those days?
Oh yeah, yeah, we had a car. Yeah. Ever since I can remember. Mm-hmm.
Back in those days, when did a young man learn how to drive?
When I was old enough to get behind the wheel and shift the gears. I'll tell you, when I started driving seriously down the highway was when I was 11 years old, because we were going to Japanese school, and it was in town. And the school ran 7 days a week. The city kids went during the weekdays after school, and those of us who lived in the country, we went Saturday and Sunday all day. And Father, it was too much of a chore for Father to drive us into town and pick us up. So he got together with our neighbor, and there were 2 boys there, school age, and 3 of us, myself and my brother, my sister and my brother. So both fathers agreed that I could drive the car into town to school. So I did that.
Were you just tall enough to peek over the steering wheel at that point?
Oh, 11? Oh, yeah, I was considered a fairly big kid at the time, but they both agreed that I could drive, so I started driving the weekends. and go shopping for Mom, you know, and things like that.
When you look back on it now, with the benefit of wisdom and maturity, do you think, oh my goodness, I was 11, I was driving a car?
Well, it wasn't the age, it's whether you can or can't do, I think. Now the law says you have to be this age, you know.
Did you ever get into mischief as a kid?
Well, yeah, I think we turned over an outhouse at Halloween once, you know, things like that, yeah. Yeah.
What was that like? Did you get into trouble?
No, you run like everything so you don't get into trouble. Yeah.
How did that happen? Was it your idea?
Well, it's just when you're with a bunch of kids, you know, you say, you don't know really who started it, how the conversation gets to that, but it happens. Yeah.
Can you remember back then what some of your favorite possessions might have been?
Well, yeah, as a little kid, I liked little race cars, you know. You push them around, build little mud tracks for them and things like that. But I think I probably liked more than anything else airplanes. Airplanes, World War I stuff, you know, that's what it was. Yes.